I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. Yeah, right. Um, this is gonna take multiple videos. I might even not even get into this and delete this right after I do it. I just have to do it because something told me to do it. So here it is. About cults. I was gonna do like a Zoom thing with some other smart people, but I'm not too tech savvy, and my motivation right now is pretty much not existent for anything like that. So I don't know. When I get the feeling to do something, I just fucking do it. So here it is. About my experience with the C word, the cult thing. Do they exist? Oh yeah, fucking you bet your dang ass they do. There's so many different weird fucking different that you can't even fucking imagine. Okay. The ones I was involved in, most of the time I didn't even know it until after the fact. And then even now, you know, once if you're ever part of one, you know it. If you know, then you never really are able to get out. Honestly, I mean, you can try, you can get out for the most part, but you're never really completely fucking out. That's kind of number one. You're never out. Once you're in, you're never. It's kind of like a gang. It's till you die. No, that's basic. I didn't know I was in one or two or three until pretty much. I mean, nobody fucking came and recruited me. I mean, I can get into religious things that try to, show up on your doorstep and actually recruit you. That's a whole different story. How I got involved through my experiences was, I say it, through the entertainment and mostly the music. Well, yeah, the music industry. Me being the naive kid that I was out of high school, I went and became a ski bum for a bunch of years, and then I came back, and it's like, hey, I always wanted to get into music, because before I went and became a ski bum, I was going to go to college to be a sound engineer or whatever. I was actually signed up, had the classes all signed up, ready to go. I just ditched town, and it's like, hey, I'm going to go ski for a fucking decade. That's another whole story, but so when I was done getting the ski junkie bones out of my bones, I was like, hey, let's do some music stuff. So hey, got into some music stuff, joined a couple volunteer things locally, and got into some groups that, like-minded people. We were all kind of like, I don't know, they like to have fun and party and throw music festivals and do weird things when the moon comes out and howl at it sometimes and get weird, intense, whatever. Who doesn't, right? So that was kind of the beginning of it, of one of the things that I didn't realize until after the fact. And that grew. That took about 5, 10, couple of years later. And I realized, hey, I'm seeing the same people, and this is kind of it's like a tribe almost. It's like, I don't know how to call it, other than like a gathering of like-minded individuals, like a tribe, Not quite a cult, because that wasn't on my mind yet. Couple whatever, a little bit later, then another kind of a group starts forming, and I'm like, oh, I kind of recognize this group of people in this sort of group of people that I'm hanging around with. And I don't want to really name names, but we all know about the fucking. It's no secret about the family of the living light rainbow family. But yeah, and they're great people. Most of them love them and had a great time, but I didn't know anything until after the fact. And I'm not gonna, get deep into it because once I started realizing what was actually going on and the people around me, it started getting really scary. And I didn't realize it until someone actually in the thing that was major, I'm not gonna name names, but they actually joked about it and they're like, hey, we're 15 members from being a cult. And I was like, ha, that's good. It's funny. And then I thought about that for a while. And it took me a while to think about that and realize what he meant and what they meant and what was going on. And then I realized people started disappearing and a couple people killed themselves. And it started getting really weird. So I basically ended all ties. I was friends with all these people on social media. I basically canceled. I was like, nope. And, excuse me, ended my association with these groups because there was at least 2 or 3 of them that I was really getting deep into and didn't realize what was really going on until something woke me up. And one of them was, I can't even really mention it here. Let's just say Thelma and Louise drove a Suburban off a cliff with their family in the truck. So that woke me up. I'm gonna leave it at that. I don't know nothing about cults or anything, but hey, I might have had a little bit of fucking experience with 2 or 3 of them. But hey, I'm a lone fucking survivor. I'm a free agent. I don't delve into that shit anymore, but you're never really out of them. I still keep in touch with all my old friends, the good ones, and there's a couple shady ones out there for sure. You just gotta be really, really careful out there, folks. I wish I would have known what was really happening until I really knew. It took me a lot of trial and error to figure it out, but hey, that's how she goes, that's how it goes. I'm lucky I actually saw what was happening. Oh man, feels good to fucking have that off my shoulders. Thanks for listening to my rant. Hug a loved one. Be safe out there, folks. It's fucking getting nautical. I love you all. Learn from my mistakes. I'm just seeking the truth. I'd never lie. Peace. I love you. Be safe.